Good that you're watching to the weekly Wednesday stream, where I, of course, Now we're going over all the biggest gaming news. Of course, we had Summer Game Fest, which was surprisingly great. Of course, a lot of things we've been talking about during the indie streams and on this channel and the main channel for a long time now about how September is going to get crazy. It took on new forms that we were not ready for. So I think it's fun to kind of look at that. There have actually been some Nintendo games also now for for September. And even that first-person Napoleon game as well. But I already saw them talking about maybe shifting around. Mr. Big Daddy, Debonair, Bane, Brock, Peps Gaming. Good to see everyone. Mystic, FL1, Mark Campbell, Saber Knight, I saw you there as well. Yo, Skata, yeah, we have to talk, of course, about the thing that we should immediately address. Because I was kind of surprised when I heard it too. Gotta be honest with you. And of course, I think most people know what I'm talking about. But maybe if you were not online yesterday or have a life or whatever it is, you maybe missed this announcement that I also did a short form video on. Skata did a video as well. And I'm, of course, talking about the fact that we are getting one last update for Assassin's Creed Shadows. They're quitting. They're throwing in the towel. It's kind of how you want to look at it. Like, on one end, you could say, okay, they're at least giving us another update, which is great. Which is fine. Which cool. But you could also say, dude, what the heck? Every Assassin's Creed RPG usually has a bigger post-launch. And we knew a second DLC was planned, etc., etc. So what happened? So, I mean, they started out strong, of course. They posted like 5 million players, which is always kind of wishy-washy. Like, then they include the Ubisoft Plus people and also people that like share games, etc., etc. So yeah, they like the fact probably is that Assassin's Creed Shadows might never reach the 10 million units sold. And that is interesting because I think at one time Ubisoft posted this. Ubisoft games that sold. So they were talking about it from the previous generation. With an AI overview. We have like an image. They had like an image. We can like look at this. So at one point they were not doing too well. Like, what else is new? But then they said, yo, but hold on for a second. 11 titles have sold over 10 million units in this console cycle. And there's one Assassin's Creed game missing. Let's see if people figure it out. So yeah, they show, but we have a deep strength in group portfolio. Unity, Origins, Odyssey, The Division 2, Far Cry 4, Far Cry 5, Wildlands, Rainbow Six Siege, Watch Dogs 1, and Watch Dogs 2. So, obviously, Breakpoint, like this was May 2020, so this was before Valhalla. Of course, Valhalla reached the 10 million as well. And Breakpoint probably never reached it as well. And Legion probably did not reach it too, even though it was not out yet by this point. The update should be fire. Hey, Dark Law, good to see you as well. Arman, good to see you too. Thanks everyone for joining, as always. Ivan, good to see you, man. Good to see you too. Thanks everyone, as always, for joining. Skolton, good to see you there in the Twitch chat. Red Hood Phantom, it seems like the Twitch people are joining as well, which is awesome to see. Thanks everyone. So, yeah, like, that, I think that is probably part of the reason. Like, why I showed you this is probably to show you Shadows will probably be in that, like, dark horse. Can you say that? Like, the lower tier. The Watch Dogs Legion tier. The Ghost Recon Breakpoint tier. The, Assassin's Creed Syndicate tier, which is also missing here. And that is kind of interesting then, because then if you look at Ubisoft Quebec and you're like, okay, they had Syndicate, that was their first, like, big game that they actually made. And then they did Odyssey, which was, of course, a huge success. And then they did Shadows, which, I mean, it's still, look, I think Shadows was a success if you look at it in different ways. And if you look at it from the fact that they basically spent half of the development time making an upgraded engine that now all the future Assassin's Creed games can benefit from, then you see that it's a huge success. So I can talk about the fact that I was in a call with Simon, of course, the guy behind the Assassin's Creed Shadows post-launch. He was an associate game director on Shadows as well. And like I cannot share any details about the update, only that if you don't have Shadows installed, reinstall it. And you want to prepare a good build. That will come in handy for sure. That's all I want to say. But yeah, I told Simon, like, dude, what you guys did during the Shadows post-launch, it benefited Black Flag Resync greatly. And I think not enough people talk about it or not enough people notice it, which is fine. Like, not everyone is in the trenches as much as we are here. But still, that is, like, I think even though maybe Shadows did not, looking at a product basis, recoup their development cost, maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Might never know. It might never reach the 10 million units sold. Maybe when they do a deep sale, or when the next RPG is announced and people are excited, or whatever they will try and do. But I still think it is a success for that they laid the groundwork. That if, like, I think you could say, okay, maybe one of the millions that Black Flag sold is because of all the work that the Shadows team did. So I really think that if you combine it like that, if you pile it up, you could say that Shadows, overall for the franchise, was a success. What's the estimated sales for Shadows so far? Like, we don't really have the numbers, and what they also did around Shadows, because, like, at one point, and it's still happening, and I still think it's, like, interesting. I kind of hate it when, it's like, hate is maybe a big word, but it's a more nuanced conversation. But I think saying that, yeah, you gamers should not care about the sales performance of a game is really nonsense. Because that means that we're getting more of said game if it's successful. We see it now with 007 First Light. They share, 2.7 million. Like, they clearly want to do more James Bond games. And if that game sold 1 million, then it would not have happened. And now it is happening. So then we celebrate. Like, sure, the sales performance of a game is super important. So, but yeah, at one point, like, it can also be used against them. So Ubisoft was talking about 5 million. That was still like a relatively nice milestone. But if you then get to 6 million and every million you're going to announce it, then people will be like, 6 million, well, that other game did that in a few weeks, so you guys are struggling and blah, blah, blah. It even went as far as Ubisoft took their game from the MPDs, or Circana, which is like the US sales chart. They removed it because they're not part of it anymore, because people were making weird conclusions out of the performance of these games, which could be used against the actual game. And I kind of get that, but for us, it's nice to kind of know how things are going. And usually silence means that it's either fine or bad. Because if a game does well, we will hear about it. Like, don't worry about it. Mr. Big Daddy, appreciate all your insights. Of course, that's what I love to do. And I appreciate everyone joining here. Hey, Robo Wizzo, good to see you as well. And thanks for the super chat, Mr. Big Daddy. Things like that make all this possible, so appreciate you a lot. I'm ready for it. Naue is a murder machine now. Well, Armand, that's gonna come in handy. I'm kind of happy. Now I can play its definitive version. I've been holding back playing because I only have time for one playthrough. Now's a good time to jump back in. Look, for me as well. Like, what I did yesterday is I went to the blacksmith. Like, I am really bad with spending resources. It's like a thing where it's like cleaning up your house, right? You're always like, maybe one day I might need this thing that I'm now, like, thinking about throwing away. The chances that it actually happens, very low. But it's super satisfying to be, like, when someone, like a neighbor or whatever it is, like a family member is like, do you have this, like, USB cable that you can use for the camera or something like that? And you're like, wait, I have this. and then you go and search for it. That is me also in games. I don't want to be that person where I spend all my resources and then there's an update where they're like, yeah, you can use those resources for a way better upgrade. Or yeah, you need now money for this upgrade. So them announcing it's the final update, weight lifted off my shoulders. I'm like, okay, now I can spend everything. So I've like enhancement 9 crazy build now for Naue. I'm ready for next week. And yeah, I've been like making cool builds yesterday to spending everything, like knowing, okay, I'm gonna override this save. I will not be going back. It won't be needed. So that has actually been kind of freeing as well, knowing it's the final update, even though it's a bit sad, of course, as well. But I think for Shadows, if they go out with a bang, then I think that is a better way to do it than having this post-launch that you hear people talk about, and they're like, oh, this one mission they did is pretty cool. And you're like, one mission is not enough. But if they're like, yo, this one mission and this thing and this other thing and these items, and you gotta check it out right now, it's huge. Kind of what's happening with Destiny 2 now as well, right? People have quit Destiny, and like they're like, yeah, I'm not coming back for this season. It's gonna be another event that I've already played with the same enemies, maybe a new weapon here and there. It's not enough for me anymore. But now they're like, yo, it's the final update. It's now or never. Everyone wants the new Destiny, so you can kind of like show the people that make these decisions that there is a huge fan base that wants the future of Destiny, and they have a lot in this new update, of course, all at once, while normally they drip feed it. I thought another like very interesting example was XDeviant. So that it was, of course, the Call of Duty game from Ubisoft. And that really showed as well how far ahead they work. So with that final update, they at one point, of course, pulled the plug on that game. And then the final update included 3 seasons, 12 maps or whatever, hundreds classes. Like, it was crazy having that all on one day. And you could not even download the game anymore. They were just like, people had worked on this. We like, it's nice for them that at least some people can play with it. It's already finished. And that really showed that, I mean, we kind of already knew it. Otherwise, it's impossible to have a steady cadence for live service games. But it is kind of crazy to see that we were getting, I think the game shut down in like June, and we got stuff from like winter or like the next year even. So I think that's very, very interesting. But yeah, it's also, I think another like angle to all these live service games kind of ending is that, yeah, it's not as good of a business as people might have expected. You're a hoarder. Well, I mean, this is the good side of the room. That's all I'm gonna say. I can't wait. Nice. Is it safe to sell hideout resources now? I mean, you can do that after reading the patch notes as well. Like, I don't wanna say anything about that. But yeah. If you need it for like build upgrades, then it might be worth it. But I would wait. Like, we will, like, as always, we usually get the patch notes on Monday. I can also start talking about the update on Monday, so then you will have more info, and then you can still sell it before the update goes live. When is the final update for Shadows? It's on June 16th, so next Tuesday. I miss XDeviant, one of my favorite multiplayers ever. It deserved a longer shot at success. Well, the thing was that they did not really have a plan. They were just doing what was expected of them, of a live service game like that. New seasons, new maps, new weapons, but it was not enough. And yeah, they were not providing enough of an experience, a different experience that people would go and quit their other game. And that is, I think, look at an Arc Raiders. That is a completely different experience for people, so that's why they jump on it. And a lot of the other like games that have kind of been popping off, they provide something that the current live service gigantic games are not. And that is the way to success. Cool, man. It's always very nice to see. I just got Unka in Crimson Desert. He's strong by playing Crimson Desert. I believe they have different playstyles, but my favorite is Unka. Nice. Like, I got him, of course, too. But I prefer just sticking to one character and kind of maxing him out. And now you can also use Unka's armor sets with Cliff, which kind of awesome. But yeah, it's cool that people are still playing Crimson Desert. Like, uh, I also saw that in the comments, and I think that that's going to be very interesting. And I really hope that it raises the bar as well for these companies, where people are like, "Whoa, Shadow's got one update in half a year. Freaking Crimson Desert had like 12, and they have more content." Like, okay, wow. Which is kind of crazy. Kamiso, hey Yor, we finally got a little bit of Kingdom Hearts 4. It only took 4 years. Yeah, the Nintendo Direct that happened had some really weird reveals. It was like, I looked at it like, not really actively, but then I saw Kingdom Hearts. I was like, but they sold more of what we already knew. Like, it would have been cool if they actually revealed a new Disney World or something, and no release window. It's more than, hey, it's coming. And that's what the whole Nintendo Direct kind of felt like. And for me, the Xbox Direct as well. I like, I think again the Xbox Direct was great, but I've seen people like saying, "Well, it's one of the best directs they ever did." I really don't agree with that, but maybe I've seen a different show than them. It is sad, but I'm glad we're getting another Assassin's Creed next month. Yeah, again, like, I think it's for Shadows better to end on a bang. Then we go to Black Flag. I think then there will be kind of a slow time for Assassin's Creed, which is fine. Like, we get a million other games. We get GTA. I think it's overall really smart for Ubisoft. Like, I don't think they planned this out. I don't want to give them too much credit, but it's working out for them that their games need more time. They're delaying. People are like focusing on GTA and all these other games anyways. It would be stupid for Ubisoft to relaunch Ghost Recon or have the new Far Cry in this window. No, work on it, make sure it's the best it can be, and then launch it in a quieter time without a GTA sucking all the air out of the room. And the Dragon's Dogma 2 DLC. Yeah. What I also noticed, like, a lot of people that are not really into Dragon's Dogma 2, and I get it, they just thought it was Dragon's Dogma 2 coming to Nintendo Switch. But I was like, what the what? They're doing a DLC? Because that Reddit there is like the most fun ever. Like, they were coping forever. And I mean, there was seemingly a sort of tease they did. So the heart of the hardcore, they knew something was up. But I did not really pay that much attention. I really thought, okay, the game. I thought if they were doing the DLC, it's gonna be last year. Like, but they're doing it now, and I mean, October 9th. It's still not the best release date, but it's not bad either. So I'm happy that we're getting it. Like, that will probably might be something that I would return to later if I hear good things about it. Um. Uh. Um. Armani, I'm sorry for sending money. I just like to show support. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Re6 when you played it. Is it smooth? It probably will be. Well, you don't have to excuse yourself for sending money. Of course, it's up to you, but it of course does support the channel. So I only really appreciate that. If you don't have to send like any money, that's also fine. Like, it's of course a way to support me, but actually being here is already amazing. So, but yeah, Black Flag Re6. I think, and that has been kind of interesting, that probably the newer version that they've been showing now on social media is already miles better than the build that we got to play. So I'm really curious how the final game feels. I've kind of high hopes that it will feel even more smooth. But no, that is coming up really soon. That's yeah, we're a month away. Feels shorter because it's already feels like mid-June and the game is coming early July, but yeah, it's 1 month. But I'm excited. I want to go through Summer Game Fest. Then I will go through the Shadows things. And then I will focus a lot on Black Flag. Because I'm still sitting on quite some info and some in-depth things I noticed while playing. That I wanted to have the moment where I said, yo, I played it. This is what I thought. And then go a bit more in-depth also as we get closer to launch. So expect a lot from that later. Saw the Blood Message gameplay yesterday, all looking so smooth. Yeah, Pyro, the Blood Message is probably my game of the show, I think. What is for everyone else the game of the show? I saw some people ask, are you gonna check out Fable that's gonna drop today? Yeah. So what time? Do we know what time the Fable gameplay is gonna drop? What are your expectations with Fable? Look, I think the new trailer they showed during Xbox, I think it looked even more polished than January already. Now, obviously, the small parts like the camera was in a different position. Let's grab that trailer for a bit. Um, Also something they did not really touch on during the Fable January Direct were the cutscenes, and I actually think that it's so funny to watch this on a PlayStation channel, but we're gonna do it. Uh, like I actually think that having these like more intimate cutscenes is really really funny. Um, this is actually in the game, like these more TV show like one-on-ones. So I think that's usually what is kind of like look at the gameplay, and I really hope we can have the camera as close as it is here, and as it feels like it's like a bit lower as well. If we look at other Fable gameplay, let's see if I can like quickly pull that up here. Um, then you see like kind of a different angle. Uh, Here, see, this was like the older gameplay we had last year. You see, it's more like a drone view, and I actually like this what we're seeing here way more. It actually makes it all feel a bit more. Yeah, I don't know. I hope that that's like a camera setting we can pick as well. It makes it a bit more immersive, I think, overall. 29 days left for for Black Flag. I've never played Fable, so this will be my first. Yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be a great first time. Like again, we don't usually see cutscenes for these open world RPGs that should have this game should have a lot of choices and impact of this quality. Like they're not holding back, and I think that's very exciting because yeah, like we know there are like more typical sort of conversations that yeah just have you standing around, but having this main story with a lot of these very cinematic cutscenes. I hope they don't show the final boss here already though, because we know she's like a main villain. But no, I can't wait. I think that small gameplay already looked so much better than what we saw in January. So but I'm still not 100% convinced about the gameplay. Like I think it's gonna be very important to play it for yourself, especially with them bringing back Fable. Like if you showed me I don't know, like a FromSoft game or whatever it is, like a Platinum game, like the combat is gonna feel great. Like you know. But for a game like this, where they're trying, of course, as Playground Games, an open world action RPG for the first time, while of course first having made racing games, obviously it's a bit of a different team, but still, I really hope that it feels great. The only thing that I'm kind of worried is a big word, but that I'm kind of curious about is how that they have like sort of an armor sort of system, and then you break the armor, and then you can hit the enemy. And I'm afraid that if the armor doesn't break that fast, then it feels like you're kind of hitting against a wall instead of actually the enemy. We got another very generous super chat. I see what you mean for Wolverine. I agree. It seems like Spider-Man. I like the combat and blood, just like Wolverine. You gotta do more, right? Yeah, I have a lot of theories about that game, and uh, it's gonna be huge. And for some people, playing just Wolverine in at AAA level with a big budget is already enough. But I'm seeing this also as the next big Insomniac game. So I'm looking at it from you did like Spider-Man 1 to Spider-Man 2, or Spider-Man 1 to Miles to Spider-Man 2. You had a lot of like technical advancements. Of course, Spider-Man 2, the instant loading, the flying around, like it was awesome. Doing that is like way higher speed. And then I look at Wolverine and like, okay, what are you actually improving here versus your previous games? And I'm not really seeing it. So I really think that there was something wrong with the development of this game. Otherwise, your game director or creative director. I mean, the Brian Horton was the creative director on Miles Morales. He left while working on Wolverine. You don't do that if you have fate or if like something happened. So then I think the Ratchet and Clank directors came in and they were like, okay, what we can do two things. We can either redo a lot and then make it more of our own vision, really polish it up and go crazy and hope like kind of what they did with Uncharted, right? We can go for Amy Hennig's vision or we can do it our own way. Means that the game will come out later, etc., etc. Or we can just piece together what is already there, go with that initial vision, see it through, launch it, and never look back. And I think they're going with the latter approach. And I hope it works out for them. I love Insomniac. It's one of my favorite studios. So I totally think it's going to be a fun game. It feels more like this is a game that would launch before Spider-Man 2. When I saw Spider-Man 2, that like the amount of set pieces, the city destroyed, and what was happening with like the bosses like following you around, like there was a lot happening in that first gameplay segment, and then also having that a lot throughout the game, it felt very big. And yeah, I'm not seeing that for Wolverine. But maybe they will show something else and I will be completely turned around or something. The new Plague Tale is what I'm most excited about from the recent show. It looks amazing. Yeah, it certainly does. I thought we do have actually some Plague Tale gameplay that we can look at. That obviously gives us a better idea actually of the actual game. Instead of course, having the trailer. So we can... I have not looked at this either. I did see some... I think the setting overall, having the grease. Like, we're going into the arena now. Oh my god. I love things like this. Didn't he leave after the massive leak? I think he left before that. Oh no. He was still at Insomniac. Like, I watched casting calls he did with Troy Baker and stuff for that game. Again, I really am curious what happened. I don't think it's, oh, I got this job at Perfect Dark, so I'm leaving Wolverine. And then Perfect Dark gets cancelled a year later. Like that, I don't believe that is how that happened. I think it was probably, okay, we're not happy with the vision or something else. We're not like, yeah, something is not working out. Brian, you have to go. And then he went to the initiative, maybe. Yeah, this Plague Tale and... oh, wow, that's awesome. Let's just kick everyone. I think it's kind of cool that we, of course, get these trailers. And all these games are coming out pretty soon, of course. And then we also have a lot of extra gameplay. Just like for Control Resident as well. My comfort game I play anytime is Arkham Knight. Nice. Didn't the whole game got leaked? Yeah, that is right, Charles. But look, do you really think that then the creative director leaves because of that? You are already losing a lot of time because of the not being able to access your computer because you might have some virus or whatever on your computer. So, do you really think that then they're like, okay, now let's get rid of the director because that will certainly help our schedule, etc. No, I don't know. I mean, we've had many leaks before. I don't recall. Of course, this Insomniac hack was huge, but I don't recall ever like a director leaving because of a big leak. But maybe they were reading forums. But like my thing is, if they were reading forums and they were like, people are not liking this at all, and then they were going to Brian like, dude, this is not working. It seems to still be the same game. Like, it still seems to be Brian's game, I think. But we will see. Do you play Nintendo games? Sometimes. But to be fair, it's already hard to catch up with all the other games. So, yeah, we can, like, throw explosives or something. It's really not a Plague Tale game anymore. I think we can all agree on that. It has the Plague Tale name. It has the same developer. But, yeah, it's... way more a hack and slashy game. Oh, can we look at the Fable gameplay? Wapadoo. Okay, we're gonna do that. Perfect. Perfect. Thanks, Joyce, for also coming in and telling us about that. That is awesome. We go to the... We just typed in Fable, actually. We were just looking at Fable stuff. Fable waiting room. Vandaag. Where can I see it? Like on the Fable, the Xbox channel? Maybe I should go to X. Oh, yeah, here, they have it. Yeah, let's go. Okay, watch our gameplay demo. 30 minutes. Crazy. Okay, strap in, everyone. Let me know if the audio is good. This is the Summer Game Fest demo for Fable that they showed behind closed doors.
Fable is a beautiful open-world action RPG, packed with drama, jeopardy, and high-stakes choices that change the world. But at the heart of Fable is a game within a game. An endless, interconnected life sim where you'll be remembered for changing people's lives, building property empires, manipulating the economic fate of entire settlements, and more.
Ooh.
And as you do all this, you'll build different identities and experience a complex, nuanced morality that is so much more than good versus evil. It's what you'll do in Fable when you aren't saving the world. And we call it building an extraordinary life.
Yeah, I want to see this stuff.
Let's dive in.
That's awesome. I think this is what's gonna sell Fable to most people. Oh, wow.
Here I am in the middle of Oakshire, one of the 6 regions in our visually diverse open world.
Looks insane.
It's characterised by beautiful rolling hills and lush, colourful foliage, inspired by the British countryside.
And again, I love the camera.
There are settlements of different sizes throughout the world, each with their own population, traits and landmarks. Albion is full of variety. We can see one of those settlements up ahead. Silverbrook, a peaceful farming town and the largest settlement in Oakshire.
And they have like 6 regions that all look distinct. That's crazy.
Silverbrook is all about farming, so it has an almost unhealthy obsession with vegetables, which can be seen in every detail of the environment. It's in how the villagers have decorated their houses, their shops, and their streets. It's even in how they dress their scarecrows. When I enter a settlement, I quickly run into the beating heart of Albion. Its people. There are over 1,000 handcrafted, fully voiced NPCs, each one with their own job, home, routine, relationships, and memory. None of these villagers are scripted dressing. They have emergent behaviour powered by real-time systems. They go to work, they go to bed, they have hobbies and families. Sometimes, they just want to spend time in the pub.
They all have their own bed
feels
as
alive
well.
Because its people have lives. I've never been to Silverbrook, and because I've done nothing of note yet, Max the stable hand here is completely indifferent to me.
Got a minute? What do you want then?
So, if I ask him to follow me...
Follow me. I don't deal with randos.
He won't. And he thought I was weird. That's fair.
Right then. Bye.
And there you go, I guess.
If there's no photo mode, like, that would be a mistake.
In the story, I'm here investigating if there's a connection between Isabel, the powerful red-cloaked hero I'm pursuing, and the strange magical incidents being reported in Silverbrook.
Is that a hero? Right.
I've heard something about giant vegetables and a hero called Arden, who lives nearby. Maybe they could help me find Isabel. And it seems there's a bit of a commotion in the town square. Let's see what's going on.
Someone needs to tell this little brat what's what. Oh, hero, can you do me a favour and get this bloody kid away from me?
No! I won't let you kill Colin! Hero! You have to stop him.
Look,
They all
kid,
call you hero? Okay.
I'm a butcher, and Colin's just a pig. Do I need to spell it out?
But I'm not like all the other pigs.
Yeah, it's going to
Am
be
I,
5 as well.
John?
Oh, nice.
Oh, look, I am not having this conversation with you again, Colin.
Did I just understand that pig?
Oh, yeah, the novelty wears off after a bit, trust me.
Colin's special. Please.
That is awesome,
We
though.
can
Like,
eat
that
something
random
else in
things
this
can
little
happen, like a
travel
talking
feast.
pig. Why not?
Well done.
People are expecting a hog roast, kid, and I've been preparing this pig for ages.
But I've only just learned to communicate. Who knows what else I could achieve? I've got potential, Hero. Don't let me end up on a spit. Please.
Oh, sick. We can
Well,
already do
this
it.
certainly qualifies as a magical incident. What you're seeing here is not a cinematic. It's just one of the hundreds of story conversations in our game. We have over 2 hours of high-quality, performance-captured cinematics,
hours.
just like the ones you've seen in our trailers.
Wow.
But in these conversations, you'll make hundreds of branching dialogue choices that change what happens and how people feel about you. It's important to note that every choice has a consequence. It's up to me if Colin lives or dies, and I think he should live. I mean, come on, he's a talking pig.
Let the pig live.
Yes!
Thanks, Hero. I knew you'd understand. No hard feelings, John.
You don't make the decisions here. This is my pig, bought and paid for.
I can see his point, so I'm going to pay the butcher.
Oh, fight him.
What's the pig worth to you? I'll cover it.
Oh, it's not just a pig. It's provisions, labour,
Of
faff.
course.
We're talking thousands.
2,000 gold. That seems pretty steep.
Yeah.
All right, Colin's worth it.
Really?
Here,
I would
this
not
should
have
cover
done
your
that.
expenses.
Fine.
Always looking for
Those
another way.
rumours about Dave's veg better be true. Feast going vegan this year.
Hero, you saved Colin. Mum gave me these, but I think you deserve them more.
I think
Thanks.
these, like,
Maybe you could help me back.
stiff
The guild
conversations for
There's been reports of
random
strange
stories like
things
this
happening around
is
here.
fine.
Like
The
what?
problem with the Assassin's Creed RPGs is that it's mostly during very crucial
Who's in charge around
story
here?
missions, main story
And
missions
where's
as
Arden,
well.
the hero?
And I think that's
Arden doesn't
where
really come around
that
here anymore.
doesn't seem to be the case for
You
Fable.
should
At
try the
least.
sheriff.
They have 2 hours.
His office is nearby.
Fine.
Come on, Colin. Let's go.
The players have to put you over.
I've
Yeah, I
spared
agree,
Colin's
52
life.
nights.
I've also gained reputations as virtuous and shrewd. In Fable, every action generates local reputation. You'll eventually be known for the reputations you build, and everyone will judge you on their own moral terms, often directly.
I've got a quest for you in my bedroom. What?
And this is at the center of our complex, nuanced take on morality, evolving beyond just right and wrong. It reflects real life, where morality is multifaceted and subjective. One person's good is another person's evil.
I mean, they let the
Even being
devs cook.
merciful
This game
will
was announced in
divide opinion.
2020. Like, they
Let's
worked
chat
on
to
it
some
for
other
way too
folks
long.
and see what they think about
I
me.
mean, maybe not way
Hello
too long,
there.
but for a long
Hey,
time.
you're
7
that
years by the
hero.
time it comes out, probably.
This is Jack the Beggar. He's a
120
commoner who's
gallon
unemployed right now, which is a shame, given he's a hard-working sort of person. On the right is how he feels about me. Jack likes my virtuous reputation and thinks I'm principled. Other NPCs might feel differently about my choices, because each has their own moral view on the choices you make. There are lots of ways to interact with NPCs. I'm going to give some gold to Jack, because he
Yeah,
seems
Coke
nice.
Stain. Let's
And he's a
hope the
bit down
open
in his
world
luck.
isn't like Hogwarts
For you.
Legacy or Ubisoft.
I
I
hope it
agree.
helps.
I hope
This
we
is
see
going
some of
straight
that
in my
here.
pocket. Cheers.
But that is
He
what
was
you
grateful
usually
for
see,
that,
though, during,
and he felt I was being kind. Let's give him a bit more.
This guy is,
Here.
he has like 130,000.
Don't spend it all at
gold. Like,
once.
he has the
This
death
takes the
sheets.
edge off. Thank you.
That made an impact. I've gained a reputation for being kind, and I'm known for it across Silverbrook. Everything you do has a consequence. Let's
Feels like
leave
you can
Jack.
easily exploit
So
this,
long.
though.
You're like a...
Just farm a lot of
Breath of
gold and
fresh
then
air,
give
you know?
give that to people, and they all love you, even though you did something horrible.
I do like Jack, though. Maybe I should buy him a gift. There are lots of shops with different stock across Albion. Let's go to the general store across the street to see what they have. Every business has NPCs working in them as part of their daily life. Just
is
like
awesome.
Megan here.
This is some quality stuff.
Welcome,
This looks
hero.
very good.
What can I
these
do for you?
Shopkeeper interactions.
Doing my deal to save Colin gave me a shrewd reputation, and Megan here is a fan. She's an ambitious commoner, and she thinks I'm savvy because of my earlier deal-making. Every NPC has unique characteristics driving who they are and what they think of you.
They
You
can
know what?
romance them all, I think. as
Forget
well.
Jack. He's dead to me. I'm going to try flirting with Megan.
Oh, whoa.
Phew. Is it hot around here, or is it just you?
Oh my
Well,
God.
aren't you confident? Between you and me, I've always wanted to swoon.
That went well. Megan thinks I'm charming and flirty, and I've started to build a reputation for it in Silverbrook. Let's ask her out on a date.
Do you want to grab a drink or something?
Would you believe you're almost what I'm looking for?
That's
Clearly
gonna-
she's interested,
Oh, but we need fancy
but I'm not
clothes.
worthy of her time just yet.
And,
She
have a
wants to
local
date an
residence.
entrepreneur who owns their own home and only wears fancy clothes.
Oh my God.
They're high standards. She is ambitious after all. All right, I'm invested in taking Megan on a date. Let's go.
I'll be back, I'm sure.
You have a smashing day.
First, I'll need to buy a business to get a reputation as an entrepreneur. In
I hope they
Fable,
show combat
I can
as well,
literally
by
buy
the way.
any business.
We're
I
at
could
10
buy that
minutes,
bakery across the street, or around the corner, I could buy one of the stalls.
Yeah. Sorry, I think that's how you pronounce it.
But you know
this is
what?
that. We're
I
watching
think
it.
I like the pub. The Silver Trough.
Yeah, no worries, of course. Makes
It's
sense
simple
move
to buy a
there.
property. Interact with the deed outside the front door to see income, price, and the number of people employed there. To be honest, I've always wanted to own a pub. So let's buy it.
Imagine in the real world going around
Maybe
being
this
like,
is the start
oh,
of
I
my
like
business
this pub,
empire."
I'm gonna buy it.
I'm a proud new pub owner. Now I can set prices and wages,
Oh, we see a
and
lot
I can
in
manage
this
the
world
staff.
map.
Every
clothes
villager
shop.
performs differently. Here, Susan the bartender is great with customers because she's caring. And that's giving my pub an income boost of 10%. Thanks, Susan. The
I
pub's
really
understaffed,
think there
though.
will be exploits for
As
this.
the new owner, I should probably sort that out. And guess what? I know just the hard-working fellow.
Oh yeah, we're gonna give him a
Let's
job.
go back to Jack
But he got
the
free
beggar.
money. I don't think he wants to work for it.
They're so pure.
100k for the business, damn, yeah. And it's only making 5,000. You have to be in. for
I've
the
also
long
gained
haul.
reputations as an entrepreneur and as rich because I bought the pub and it cost me a ton of gold.
Yes, it's Fable indeed. Laufey will be game of the year, I think. Yeah, high chance.
Jack,
Depends on some
you
other
are no
games though
longer
that are
dead to
coming
me.
next year.
Hi there.
Hey, you.
Jack still likes me for my kindness earlier, but I like that
Kindness? You
Jack is
gave him money,
hard-working.
dude.
So I'm going to give him a job in my pub.
Got a job, if you're interested.
I can probably do that, yeah.
He doesn't seem too excited.
I can hire
I would not
anyone,
hire him.
providing they like me enough to accept my job offer.
But that is kind of cool though. If you like see,
Great. Jack is
Some
thankful
cool
I made a
NPCs.
positive impact on his life. He's no longer a beggar, and he's now a bartender.
Cheers.
Yeah, makes sense.
I mean,
There
I
are so
hope
many
he
other
like
people to talk
showers
to.
first or whatever they do.
Villagers
here.
react
Watch
to
it.
the reputations you build,
They'd help with anything.
and they remember the things you do to them. Now the pub is fully staffed, and Jack can head off to work.
Incredible.
Oh, he's actually going
Take
to
your
do it.
time, Jack.
Felt like he was drunk for a second.
Next, I need some fancy clothes. Let's head to the tailor.
What a cheeky chava.
There are lots of places I can update my look. Tailors, hairdressers, tattooists. And every settlement has different options available. There are rare outfits to discover in the more dangerous parts of Albion too. There are tons of options to create a unique look for your hero.
But this could have been a 5-minute trailer, and then we would have had the same information. But hey, that's just me.
This place looks fancy. Let's head inside.
We already watched the gameplay
This
of
is the
Lao Fei
tailor, Rhiannon.
many times.
So much choice on offer.
We're closing soon.
Just like real life,
Ooh,
wealth is a divisive topic, and Rhiannon has her own views.
she's out
In
of your
stark
league.
contrast to the ambitious Megan, she's very much not a fan of rich entrepreneurs, and she thinks I'm out of touch. Which makes sense, given she's humble. Let's have a look at what she's selling. Fancy clothes, hopefully.
Can I see your stuff?
Don't waste my time.
So she's angry at you, dude. You work at a
Rhiannon's
shop.
jacking up the
This
prices
guy's
by
going
80%
to
just
pay
for
money.
me. Looking closer reveals why. That's just how much she hates me. This is just one example of where your choices ripple through all the
That is
interconnected
kind of
systems.
crazy, though.
And here I've got our character customizer. I'm free at any time to find a wardrobe and change a bunch of different things about myself. I can change my skin tone,
Well, it's
body,
not like
head,
Hogwarts Legacy.
hair, and lots more. In the tailor, I can only buy clothes. But there's over 120 different shops in Albion, each with their own stock and items to buy.
Like 80%.
Let's
is
finish my outfit with
crazy.
some fancy shoes. See you, Rhiannon.
Take care.
Yeah, all right.
We don't get on, but it's been a pleasure. Now I'm really looking the part.
I'm not
Let's
sure
check
how I
on my
feel about
relationship with Megan.
shopkeepers being angry at you as well, even though they're
At
in
any
a
time,
shop.
I can dip
They're
into
their
property
customer.
and people's screens to track my loved ones, of which there could be many, because I can have relationships with everyone in Albion if I like.
Oh my god.
It would just take a while. While I'm here, I can see the reputation cloud on the right. It shows me what I'm known for in Silverbrook. As an entrepreneur, rich, kind, shrewd, and virtuous.
That is cool that in
On a
every
single
region
moral
that
scale,
can be different.
these reputations would be seen the same way, as absolutely good or evil. However, as we've seen with Megan and Rhiannon, Fable's morality reflects the complexity of judgment we see in the world today, where everyone has their own moral view.
The last thing left for Megan is to own a home. I'm a bit short on cash though, seeing as I paid a fortune to save Colin
yeah, we're gonna
and bought
do
a
some
pub.
fighting.
But since I've bought it, I've been earning passive income.
Oh no.
So let's
really?
swing by to collect it.
Are we really going
The
to
people
buy a
of
house with
Silverbrook
like
all have their
20,000?
own nuanced, subjective view of who I am and what they think of me. But if I don't like my reputations in Silverbrook, I can pay the town crier to change them. I give them gold, a lot of gold, and they spread a new reputation for me.
Oh, that's nice.
If you're rich enough,
Gold is going to be
you
super
can change what
important in this
people
game.
think of you. Here I am at the Silver Trough, now under new management. Let's head inside and check in on our employees.
There we go. I do like the outfit.
There's
though.
Susan, my star bartender from earlier.
Well, aren't you a do-gooder?
Hey, you. Working hard?
Just who I wanted to see. You.
Oh, she fancies me because she thinks I'm compassionate. Sorry, Susan. I only have eyes for Megan.
Keep at it.
You and me, boss. You and me.
Don't shoot
Hey.
where you eat, you know. But hey,
And there's Jack. Let's say hi.
How's it going?
Just working. You know me.
I knew you'd work out, Jack. He is a hard-working commoner after all. Keep up the good work.
Farewell.
See you, boss.
Things seem to be ticking over in here, so I'll head downstairs to the income chest to collect my profits.
Looking good.
I hope that there's like a way to
There's an
get
income chest in
income
every
from-
business I own and every
Oh.
property I live in. It means I don't have to go to each individual place,
Okay, good.
and I can collect all my income from any of them.
Yeah, that was my question. That's good. But you have to upgrade the chest.
I've got a decent amount of gold now. Time to pick off the last thing on Megan's list. Owning my own property in Silverbrook. Let's go house hunting. I can buy literally any house in Albion. It would
That's
just take a
crazy.
while. And quite a bit of gold.
The best money farm.
But
is
I like
gonna
the
be
look of this one.
best,
Nice garden, rural views, weird hairy pig statues out front. Let's have a look. Looks like I don't quite have enough money. That's a shame. But one thing I can do is pick up a shift at a job. There's a blacksmith just down the road. Hopefully I can go earn enough gold there.
He's gonna do blacksmith minigame.
Going on dates, buying properties and businesses, and doing jobs are all part of the interconnected Fable experience.
That is cool.
It really adds to the sense of immersion when I can take a break from saving the world to change the lives of the people around me and discover how the simulation reacts. I could play this part of the game forever, and I'd never run out of systemic toys to tinker with. There's a couple of jobs to take on across Albion, but today I fancy a try at blacksmithing.
It seems like you can just
It's as simple as walking up to the anvil to start a shift. No prior experience required.
My voice still low, I was not talking in the mic.
In the interest of time, we've reduced the time limit here. But regardless, it's a classic case of risk versus reward.
Turning it up a bit should be better now. Thanks for noting.
I'm constantly having to balance speed versus precision, while trying to earn as much as I can.
Whoa, that is actually a lot of money. In like a few seconds. Okay,
I need to
I'm
hit
taking
all
notes.
the hotspots to complete an item. But if I manage a perfect hit, just like that, I earn a multiplier on my gold.
That is pretty easy gold, to be fair.
That's a successful shift completed. I can return to the blacksmith anytime to earn more gold and gain blacksmithing experience while building my reputation.
Curious if that becomes easier. Oh, the income chest
I've
is
now
already
got just
full.
about enough gold for the house.
Dude.
Let's head back down the street and buy it.
Getting money might not be that.
There are guards stationed in every settlement. They're always there to keep a watchful eye on the villagers and probably 2 eyes on a hero. If I get caught committing crimes, I'll find myself in trouble with the law. And that will change
Captain
what
P,
people think
you
of
would
me.
imagine that that is indeed some legendary weapons that you're making there. Hopefully you can use them yourself, but probably not.
We're back. Let's buy the house.
Someone is living there, but not anymore.
Now I'm the owner, I can hike up the rent or even make it free if I'm feeling charitable.
Whoa.
I can manage my tenants too. I can let them stay and keep collecting the rental income.
Oh, wow.
But I want to move in myself.
Yeah, exactly.
Which gives me the choice to just chuck them out on the street or be nice and give them a bit of gold to leave. And if I chuck them out, that would cause me to be known as heartless. And I'm trying to be nice right now in case I ruin things with Megan.
Dude, 3,000 gold. It's like 5
now I'm free
seconds
to
at
move
the
in.
blacksmith. So that is really
Let's look around.
crazy.
Home sweet home. I can buy any house in Albion. And while this one lacks some square footage, there are huge houses, even mansions I can buy throughout the game.
Megan is ready to go on a date.
Looks
Would be
like the
nice if
tenants
that was
left some
real
stuff
life.
behind.
Just like
Awful
a
fans,
system
apparently.
message. Yo, that girl, you're ready
Wherever
to
I
go on a
live,
date.
I have access to my income chest and wardrobe, so I can collect all my gold and change my appearance whenever I like. That was the last thing on Megan's list. Let's head back to the general store. Fable has a dynamic time of day that changes what people are doing throughout their routine. It's still the afternoon, so hopefully Megan is still working. If I'm too late, she'll be back home in bed.
And then we will just
And
wait
there's
for her
my
up
new
there.
pub with some customers in the beer garden.
I love
Yeah, David, I agree. The balance seems
Now we're
pretty
back
off.
at the general store. Let's find Megan.
Just the person I wanted to see.
Still interested?
I've ticked off all Megan's dating goals, so now my chances of romance are much improved. Let's
We
ask
can
her
also
on a date
romance her
again.
without going for these.
How about a date?
A date? Oh, I'm chuffed to bits.
I can offer a gift to increase my chances of a date being a good one. As tempting as my new offer is, I'm going to give Megan flowers instead. I think she'll like them more.
Is there a way to know?
Here we are on a date at the Silver Trough. Hope I'm getting free drinks.
It looks a lot like The Sims.
Looks like it went well.
That was quite the date, hero. Loved it.
Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Hey, you.
Oh, hero. That date was just brill.
Brill.
Megan found me quite charming. I'd like to make things official, so I'll ask her to be in a relationship with me.
So what do you say? Ready for something more?
And what a lovely couple we'll make.
After one date,
Whatever
let's
comes
go.
next, I'm with you.
It's official. That's not the end, though. I could build this relationship a lot more. We could get married, which comes with its own set of goals. We could move into my house and start a family. And I can even hire her for one of my businesses.
But what is the
Things
benefit
could
of
go the
having
other
a
way
relationship?
too. I could break up with Megan, or divorce her in future. Or I might make choices that make her divorce me. There's lots of ways I could change her life. And she'll remember. But we've seen enough romance for now. Bye, Megan.
I have to go. But you're welcome to watch me leave.
You have a lovely time, sweetheart.
Before we go, I've only really demonstrated
like-
what it's
they had
like being an upstanding citizen in
100,000 lines with
Silverbrook.
all these people, right?
Our
That's
game
kind
is
of
one
crazy.
full of contrast, though,
Modest. Yeah, I like it.
where I decide the kind of hero I want to be. So let's briefly explore what it's like if I'm not so nice. Hi, Susan.
Nose to the grindstone. Love to see it.
Lovely to see you, boss.
Yeah,
Sorry,
well,
Susan.
You suck.
You're fired.
Yeah. You're fired. Sorry.
You're gonna regret that, swine.
So,
She's not happy about that.
No.
And she thinks I'm being heartless. But because in Fable morality is subjective and varies from person to person, not everybody will have a problem with that. There might even be someone who fancies me because I'm heartless. Villagers also react to my physical actions. If I start firing arrows around the place, they'll start to perceive me as reckless.
there's no wanted system though, right?
I can even take pot shots at the locals if I want. And now I've gone too far. But I'm in
Guards,
the mood
yeah, the guards.
for a fight.
Okay, this is awesome. I wanted to see this. Yeah, we broke the defense,
In
and then you
Fable,
can
you can
instantly...
express yourself with your own combat style, combining strength, skill, and will. in
Oh
style
wow,
leading
that's
combat.
awesome.
You choose the weapons, skills, and abilities you want to use and blend them seamlessly together.
Yeah, we see multiple abilities there. Nice.
Stay still, please.
That is an awesome ability. Okay, the abilities are awesome. We're charging up a very powerful attack.
I'm putting up a fight, but backup will keep on coming until I leave Silverbrook. Peacefully,
Really, backup will
or
keep
not.
on coming?
I think a tactical retreat is probably for the best.
But why would you do this? Apart from it
Now I
being
have a
fun.
bounty on my head which will grow with more crime. I can immediately pay it, or pay a reduced fine, if I spend long enough out of town. My reputations don't disappear with my bounty though. Once I'm known as a killer and a criminal, it'll stick with me until I put in the work to change what people think. Or until I've made an expensive visit to the town crier. Because the people in
48,000.
Albion remember what you do.
I mean, that's like 2 blacksmith jobs. Not too bad. Yeah,
Over
the
the
combat
past
looked very
25
easy.
minutes or so, I've bought a pub and a house, been a landlord, and changed a beggar's life. I've customized my look, saved a magic talking pig, fought the law, and I've built a relationship with just one of Albion's 1,000 handcrafted, fully voiced NPCs.
Yeah, the fully voiced thing is crazy.
And here's the reputation
Zoom out.
cloud again. I'm rich and charming because of my spending habits and my relationships. I'm also a criminal and a killer due to my reckless behavior and fighting with the guards. Yet, I'm shrewd for saving Colin and an entrepreneur because I bought the Silver Trough. I've built a complex, rich identity in Silverbrook, which the people there will react to through their own moral view. I'm not simply good or evil. I'm so much more than that.
Nice.
There are many more
Designer for
settlements
Witcher,
across
Cyber,
Albion
Joraptor.
to explore. My identity is mine to create in each one, and everyone will have their own perspective on what I do as I build an extraordinary life.
Yeah, maximum wares. We will
Thanks
have to
for
wait
watching, and stay tuned for more in-depth Fable information as we move closer to our launch.
I mean, handcrafted NPCs. I mean, it's still the case. Like, they all look distinct. They all have their own voice, etc., etc. But like, you have to cut corners if you have thousands of them. So obviously they cannot do like full cutscenes with all of them and have a lot of dialogue, etc. So yeah, it's kind of what like, do you want? Like, I prefer that. I mean, it's cool. Like, I like what they're doing here. It's a new sort of approach for these modern open world games. So I'm all for it. But we might, after playing this, be like, yeah, I prefer it if they have like 8 fleshed out romance options, like a Cyberpunk, where, yeah, you can really have way more meaningful interactions with them than, because, like, that is the thing. If you do this date for the first time, and then every time you go on a date with any of the characters in that town, you're at that bar drinking a beer, and you're doing the, oh, I don't know, probably going to be the same date, I think. So, yeah, that will maybe, at one point, get a bit boring. Combat looks kind of bad. I think that's hard to say. Like, always with these demos, maybe they were too OP. Maybe these enemies were very low level. It looked kind of, I thought the abilities were very fun. I hope there are a lot of them. But yeah, I'm getting kind of Hogwarts Legacy vibes from the whole game. Yeah, which I think might not be too bad. So yeah. I don't know how they did it in Stardew Valley. How did they do it there? That was one of the most bland next-gen games I've seen in a long time. Dear Lord, they don't get Fable. I'm not really familiar with the older Fable games because I never really owned an Xbox before the Xbox One. After this video, I'm more pessimistic about the game. Thanks, Jor. I get it. Like I think they should have maybe shown this in January, because they were talking about how deep everything is going to be and how you can romance everyone, and then your like imaginations run wild, right? And now we see how that will look, and I always thought it's gonna look like this. I'm not really surprised. Like, for me, I want to see what open world exploration looks like, because to be fair, I might not even engage that much with all these systems. I will probably get a good business. So I have like I will try to gain the system immediately. I have like a good business, and then have like a good passive income, and just have a ton of money, and then I can, oh, I want in this town to get this weapon or whatever, and I need to have reputation, this and this. Well, I'm going to pay the guy to spread like nice rumors about me. That seems like the fastest way to do it, and then I will just be fine. So I can already see my path through this game. I might skip this game. Doesn't look too appealing. Interesting. You probably need to be very high reputation to get the blacksmith up, possibly late stuff. Nord from us, I saw you say that. Yeah, we will see. They could also, like, for this demo, give it, like, show that it gives you a lot of money, and then they will tweak it. But that totally seemed like if you do that for an hour, you have like millions of gold. But yeah, a lot can still change. Like, I think exploring this world and looking at all the different environments, like, the game looks really, really good. So, like, in terms of graphics. So, I think they at least got that going for them. I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm actually not feeling all too well. after the whole crazy weekend with the Summer Game Fest and everything, I did not really have time to rest up. So what I will do is I will end the stream a bit earlier than normal, but still like 25 minutes, which is like not too bad. So hope you had a great time. I'll of course be back next week, and I will also be streaming the Assassin's Creed Shadows update next week. That will probably occur on Tuesday on the main channel, where I will do multiple streams probably for all the content that is available. So thanks everyone for watching. Hope you have a great rest of the week. And of course, keep an eye out for a lot of the videos that I have planned. Thanks, Brock, as always, for moderating.